Okay, before we do anything else, you should note that saving is very important. I had this crash on me and I had to reset it up. But yeah, I've saved it now. Make a folder in your scenes folder and just save it. So that if it crashes, you've still got it. Okay, now in this video we're going to position the hands on the weapon. Not too difficult. I might just pause the video while I do this, give you a quick overview of what I do. Okay. Basically just drag the hands onto the gun into an acceptable position. If you don't like where the gun is, that's no issue. You can just move it while it's still free. But yeah, use your spheres. They are infinitely helpful when it comes to this part. If you're using your own model, then just obviously replace the SMG. But for this I don't actually have a model, so I'm just using the SMG. Still follow along if you've got your own. It will hopefully benefit you in some way. If you go up the top here, there's a little drop down menu. It says view at the moment. If you put it to world, it changes the alignment of this little gizmo, the rotation one. Change it to local, it again changes the alignment. Now it will rotate in a better way so that the arm doesn't look like it's breaking. So yeah, just move everything into position. This part shouldn't take too long, unless you're like me and you like to get everything just right. Okay, I'm going to pause the video here and continue setting up the scene. Okay, and I'm back. As you can see, I've positioned the hands how I feel they should be, well, just about anyway. I haven't rotated any of the fingers yet, but I will. All of these little bones are for the fingers. You'll probably want to turn the coordinates to local while you're doing the fingers, so that you don't bend them in a really strange way and have them look very weird. Just a quick note, if you're making a actual model that you want to contribute, you don't need to optimize it as such, like they have done here, deleting everything that won't be seen, because the C models, they use the same model for both world and view. So just make a note of that. Oh, I've also turned off the in viewport rendering for the sphere controllers, as I found it was getting in the way a bit. It's really personal preference, but just do whatever feels right. Don't forget you've also got these bones for the hand that you can adjust to suit your needs. Even if you've got these checked to enable in viewport, when you render it, it will not show up. It's also a good way to have a look where everything's positioned. See, I've done this pretty horribly, but that's okay. There's always room for improvement, but I just don't care enough. That should be good enough for now. I'll just check how long this video is going for. Okay. Next, what you want to do, we're gonna, I suppose, break up this model, because at the moment it's all in one piece and some of it has to move, such as the bolt and the clip in the shoot and reload animations. So just select those with the element select and detach them. You can name them if you want. Could make things a little easier, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Once you've done this, go ahead and click on the body of the gun and go to the modifier tab and open up the modifier list. Hit the S key and click skin. This will enable you to attach the weapon to a bone, like so. Where it says bones, click add. And then you scroll all the way down, look for weapon bone. Now when you move this, the gun will move with the hand. That is good. What you will notice, the bolt and the clip do not. Yet. There's a little bone down here. It's named clip. Select it and press unlink selection, then move it into a place where you can see it. I suggest around there. It's pretty easy to find. Maybe move it a bit up so it's near the palm of the hand. There's also another bone floating around. It is the bolt. Do the same thing and unlink the selection and just move it into place. Also just rotate these so they align to the gun, like so. If you've rotated your weapon, if you haven't then it should be fine. I rotated mine. The clip, you shouldn't really need to worry about the rotation of the bone. Okay, again as before, click the separate meshes of the bolt, hit S, go down to skin, click add bones, scroll all the way down, click bolt and select. Now you can move the bolt with the bone. That is good. Do the same with the clip, skin, add, clip. Now you can move the clip with that bone. Next, this is a pretty important step. Select your clip bone, go to the, I believe it is motion tab, open up assign controller, click the top option, it should be transform position, rotation and scale. There's a little box here, it says assign controller. When you hover it over it, click link constraint, click add link, and then there's a big bone here, it should be the weapon bone. Just click that. Do the same for the clip with its bone. Transform position, rotation, scale, assign controller, link constraint, weapon bone. Oops, I forgot to press add link. Weapon bone. Okay. Now when you move the hands, the whole gun will move with it. That is good. Go ahead and save the file. Hope I'm not going over the 10 minutes here. Okay, I'm going to have to cut off this section of video and we'll continue in a second.